Here and here.
You shall interact there with each other positively, in a good way.
Like this, but not like this.
No, you're not like that. No. Main stage. Is everyone here? This is the main stage where we hear about Jesus.
Hooray!
Yes, spiffy. Now, 'tis my great-grandfather, fine man, fine man. Make sure this weekend to talk with each other like this.
Hi guys, I'm Jimmy.
But not like this.
Again.
Do not connect with each other like this. Yes, exactly, like that. Very bad. You might drop her. No ball games inside. Jimmy! No, Jimmy, no! No boys in the girls' dorms.
No. Well, we know Jimmy would never do a thing like that.
No, he's a good boy. A very good boy. Jolly good.
Yes.
Here. I hope that has a girl. No leaving the campus.
No. Jimmy, no.
What are you doing, you naughty boy? Give me those. They're for circumcision. This is net room. Shh. Net room. Do not pray here. Don't pray here. Pray here. Are you having a good pray, Jimmy?
Oh yes, it's delightful.
Very good. Continue. In case of emergency, contact this man. Aha! Don't be a loner. Go to the hub. Aha! Hello, and welcome to the hub. Spiffy. Aha! Hello, Jimmy.
Hi.
Are you enjoying your picture, Jimmy?
Oh yes, it's delightful.
Have you made lots of friends in the hub?
3.
Spiffy. Well done, Jimmy.
The leader's room.
For leaders.
Not you, Jimmy. That's better.
Yes. The leaders' room. For leaders. Good King Wenceslas last looked down on the feast of Stephen, where the snow lay round about.
Hey guys, you're so welcome to Connect here in Kilkenny. The 3rd year we've done this. It's wonderful to have you here. Are you doing all right? We trust you had a great traveling journey on the way up. We have a wonderful weekend in store for you. There's been some amount of work put into this weekend by so many different people and so many different groups. We really feel that God is doing something very exciting in this great land of ours. And we sometimes get to see that big picture, and we get to see stuff that's happening all over the country, which you guys might not even be aware of. But this weekend is just a big part of that, and it gets you guys to connect from all over different parts of our land, come together in this one area to celebrate and enjoy God together. So you're very, very welcome, and we really want to enjoy God and celebrate His name this weekend together. I have a couple of quick announcements for you guys, all right, and then we're going to do something a little bit different for you. The first thing to tell you about is very exciting. It's fire exits, all right, but they're important. They're important. We have lots of fire exits. You see with the green lights around. Please make yourself aware of those fire exits. But if there is actually a fire, you're only allowed to use 2. So I'm the only person who knows which 2 they are. So if there is a fire, come and ask me. Okay, no. That one there and that one there. straight outside and gather round to the left-hand side and out and away from the building. All right? So they're the fire exits for you. Also, somebody said to me as well, another very exciting announcement, if you have a mobile phone, could you please switch it off or at least on silent or something nice during the meetings so they're not ringing and interrupting each other, all right? Two rather fun things that we're going to be doing. Tomorrow evening, we are going to have Simon Cowell. We're going to have a very scary-looking Cheryl Cole. We're going to have Danny Minogue, and we're going to have Connect Factor. All right? And Connect Factor is going to be happening in the Hub, which is the wonderful new building down the very back by the car park down the end. So make sure you check that out tomorrow evening. If you'd like to take part in Connect Factor, yes, there is a prize. Okay? But you'll have to come and talk to me or talk to Timmy. You've just encountered Timmy on the big screen, all right? Timmy is the guy with his hair plastered over this way and the horrible blazer, okay? So either me or Timmy, if you want to have a chat with him, we would love some of you guys to get involved. We do have a professional karaoke machine, and you're also more than welcome to come and bring guitars, and we can plug those in and do all that as well, all right? So we want like 5 or 6 acts for tomorrow night to really have a bit of fun with our Connect Factor. It'll be done real well, and there'll be a good prize at the end of it as well. Also, to make you guys aware, tomorrow afternoon between 3:30 and 5:30 is the hard drive time. You'll see that on the back of your badges if you have a little look-see. What we'll be doing there is a load of interactive games happening all over this campus, but we're going to tell you more about that tomorrow. You'll be moving in a circular motion, doing 10 or 11 activities tomorrow in your groups. You'll all be mixed into different groups at that stage, and then the winning teams will battle it out in Interaction Zone tomorrow night down at the Hub. Okay? So there are my announcements. This is my beautiful wife, Linda. Please listen to what she has to say. Thank you.
Lovely. Okay, listen, thank you so much for coming. And normally we do this at the end, but I'd like to do this at the beginning. There has been so much work put into this weekend. There's been a whole planning team that's been planning for a year. There's lots of people who put up all this stage, and I hate looking at that screen, so I won't look back there. And I want to give them a round of applause at the first night rather than the last night. So let's just give it up for everybody that has worked so hard this weekend. You're a lovely bunch. Okay, we want to know who is out there, and this is always the cringy moment where everybody's like, oh my goodness, they're going to call us all up one by one, or we're going to have to stand up on our own. If I'm here on my own, or if I'm with a second person, we're not going to do that. It's okay. But we do have our beautiful assistant, Holly. Where is she? Oh, there she is. And we also have Lorraine. Where's Lorraine?
Oh, she's right there.
All right. Hey!
Lorraine,
Okay.
you didn't read the brief, did you? There's the brief. We'll give that to you later. It's fine.
What? I have no idea what he's saying. Okay, yeah. Okay, what we're going to do is we want to know who you are. So we're going to ask you 3 questions, but to make it a little bit more fun, we're not going to pick on the teens that are here. You're going to pick on your leaders, okay? So teens, it is up to you to pick a leader from your group, one representative. So you pick one leader, okay? Okay. All right, guys. I have to give you the questions so that you know what they have to answer, okay? So
I'll get the eggs. The eggs are back here, are they?
What?
The eggs?
Yeah.
The eggs are back here, okay.
They're only 3 weeks
Okay,
old.
so there's 3 questions. We want to know who you are, who the leader is, who your group is, where you're from. That's like kind of the same question, really. And the third question, to be honest, we came up with it today's lunch as we were all sharing stories with each other and sharing our lives with each other. And we realized that we all had one thing in common, and that was toilet roll stories. So you have to share your story about a toilet roll. Now, don't panic. I know it sounds a bit weird, but we have examples for you to get the ball rolling. So Holly is going to share with you who she is and her story.
I'm Holly Davis, and I work at Dublin West Community Church with the lovely Dave Francis, who is playing the drums on the stage. So you guys will hopefully get to meet him. But I think it's really just a brilliant idea that we're going to talk about loo roll, because it all impacts our lives. And I have this little thing that I really strongly believe 100% that when you were pulling the loo roll off, sitting, pulling, that the toilet paper is to come up over. Okay, I do not like it if the toilet paper is coming under. It's awkward if you're sitting, you give it a hard yank, it just, and then you have to like roll it back up. So I am so fanatical about this that if I go to your house and your loo roll is coming from underneath, I will switch it. So if I'm invited to your house for dinner, so please switch your toilet paper before I come to your house for dinner. Now, I also heard that Jonathan Shaw, there's Johnny, I heard you had a brilliant story for us as well.
Also about toilet roll, one thing that bothered me the whole of my life was you open a toilet roll and one of the pieces doesn't match up with the other piece. Do you get that? One piece is just a little bit too short on the roll. And for most of my life, until about 3 years ago, I struggled with this. And my brother, you've probably all sorted out, I only found out 3 years ago, that if you take one layer of toilet roll and just flip it around, obviously coming over the top, Holly, like,
Yes, of course.
You flip one layer over like that, your toilet roll will match up perfectly.
Thank you. That's Jonathan Shaw, and he works at Grosvenor. Okay, let's see. Where is Andrew Gill? Andrew Gill, I can't see. Andrew Gill, stand up, tell us where you're at.
Hello, my name is Andrew Gill. I'm from Adelaide Road Presbyterian Church. Thanks, guys. I suppose my toilet roll story is more when there's an absence of toilet roll. I was in India several years ago, and when you go to India, they tell you make sure you use this hand, because culturally this hand is, you know, the kind of dirty hand, you know, where traditionally people would have used instead of toilet paper. And you kind of think, okay, that's, you know, a traditional thing, you know, from years ago. And the place we were staying at, all proper Western toilets and toilet paper. And then we were going home on a tiny little roads. It's very scary driving in India. I was a little bit sick. We stopped in a restroom, went into the toilets, about to sit down and realized that there was no toilet roll at all. There was just a bucket in the corner. And I was like, no, there's no way I'm using my hand for this. So I had to go back into the restaurant and try and find some napkins without even telling anyone kind of why I needed them, and kind of go back into the bathroom and stuff. Very nice. I think toilet paper is a good thing.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, where is Susie? There's Susie Evans. Lovely, lovely Susie.
Thanks. I've been to India as well, so I have a similar experience to Andy. And this year brought a team of 24 young people to do a mission trip to the same places where Andy was. But unfortunately, all our bags got lost on the journey. And most of us had our toilet rolls in our bags, not in our hand luggage. So we arrived at our venue with like 3 toilet rolls between 24 of us, which was fine to start with. But 6 days later, our bags still hadn't arrived. And we were desperately running short of toilet roll. So I went into the Indian village to try and buy toilet roll. But nobody knew what it was. I drew pictures of toilets, of toilet rolls, everything. They just didn't have a clue. And thankfully, on the 7th day, our bags arrived and we got all our toilet rolls. We were so happy. I've never been so happy to see a toilet roll in my life.
Very nice. Okay, I see Tim Burns back there. Tim. Susie is with YFC down in Bray. And Andrew Gill is at Adelaide Road.
And I am in Swords. They're not from Swords, but they're just here. My toilet roll story involves someone else who shall remain nameless. He's not here, but he shall still remain nameless. In our house, there are 3 guys living. Sometimes we are short on toilet roll because we kind of share the load, the toilet roll load. You know, you go and buy it this week, you can buy it next, so on and so forth. But this one night, there was no toilet roll in our toilet. I also live with Seb, the guy that's covering his... There was no toilet roll in our toilet, and a certain person went upstairs and used the toilet, number 2, and called me, may have called Noel, may have called a couple of people to see if he could get toilet paper from anywhere. I didn't answer. I don't think anyone else answered. There was a strategically placed newspaper in the toilet that was missing a few sheets when we got back there.
Very nice. Okay, so I think that's given you other youth leaders ample time. So, yes. What? Commercial. Okay, so we're gonna. Okay, so give me 2 leaders. We got time for 2 leaders right now. We will save the rest. Paul. Paul, tell us where you're from. Stand up. This is your moment, buddy. Where are you from?
I'm from City Gates. I stole. I love my group. I stole their job, just so you know. My toilet paper related story happened about half an hour ago.
Awkward.
No, because we observed it. We're freaked out by our bathrooms. In the bathroom, someone's taking a dump on the toilet seat. But the odd thing is, the toilet seat is up, and somewhere they've done that. So that's our story. Stay away from the bathrooms, like way over there. That's also a
Thank you. We'll get someone on service team to maybe take care of that. Okay, we got time for one more story, but you hold your stories. We will definitely come back to them later this week. Okay.
Hi, yeah. Todd James. I'm from Carja Christian Fellowship, and last summer that's in Dublin, by the way. When we went to Hungary, and some of the guys, we were all spread out to different Hungarian families, and we came the next morning, and the guys go, "This house doesn't have a loo." So if you don't have a loo, you don't need toilet paper. And it was kind of an interesting mix, because we had loos in our house, but they didn't have. So just be happy you have toilet paper, because if you have toilet paper, you must have a loo.
Very nice. Thank you. So we'll be sharing these exciting stories throughout the weekend. Linda, you want to take it from there?
Okay, just in case you think you got away with it, all leaders will be sharing over the weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. Who was to know that you could relate so much over toilet roll, eh? I don't know. All right, guys, are you hungry? Okay. All right. We are going to send you up to dinner now just because we're caught for time. But before you do, just to let you know, we want to just meet with the leaders. So if all the teens can head up to dinner and the leaders, not now, wait. And the leaders just come up here to the front. We just want to run through a few details with you. Also, just to say, be back here for 7:30 after dinner when it's finished. 7:30, we're starting. We need to start on time just because we're getting caught with times for the way things are running. So we'll see you here 7:30. So all the teens can head for dinner. All the leaders come up here to the front. Thanks, guys.